All right, fifth graders, let's find out what's in the mystery box. So you can see the 100 milliliters of water. I've got the box, and I've got a collection bin underneath right now. Let's take a look at the funnel. The funnel actually is just a funnel with a tube going into the box through a hole. I will set that aside. Let's open up the box and see what we can find out inside here. If I pull the tape off, nothing's popping out at me yet. Oops, bumping the box a little. And inside, those of you who thought there might have been a bucket of water in there, there absolutely is a bucket of water in there. And the tube's still coming out the bottom, so it wasn't the tube that was attached to the funnel that is coming out the bottom. Two different things here. So let's find out what's inside. So as you can see, there's a tube here, and at the end of that tube, one end of the tube is just here, tucked into the water. The other end of the tube is what comes out the bottom of the box. You can see it down there. Comes out the bottom of the box. Goes through the plastic cup and out the bottom of the box right there. It looks like I had a few drips from what I was just doing. And what's really amazing about this is that it is called a siphon, or a drought stopper is another name for it. And as long as I keep an air bubble in this tube, the water does not come out the bottom. But when I put in through the funnel usually, but I'll do it without the funnel today, if I put in 100 milliliters of water, whenever, oh, I didn't get it, I moved it around too much, whenever that bottom part, this part gets tucked under the water, if I put in enough water that it goes all the way under, the air bubble gets pushed out of the tube and more water comes out of at the bottom. That's how the water comes out the bottom. I've got to get it enough water pressure in that tube to push the air bubble out. Let me just get this a little bit better here. And so the water is draining out of the bucket inside. I think you can kind of see it's going down, down, down in there. And it will keep coming out until the end of the hose that I showed you comes out of the water, and then it sucks air, and once it's sucking air, then no more water comes out. So the water that I put in was about 100. I had to give it an extra little push, but then, oops, I'm looking at the ounces side instead of the milliliter side. Scientists always measure in metrics. So this time it looks like a little over 500 is what I got there. And that, my friends, let me pull that out all the way out. Can take a look at how that's set up. So we've got the tube coming out of the bottom there. It's just a plastic, I just have this clip here to help hold the tube so it doesn't come flopping up. This is so much easier to see if we were in the classroom. I could show it to you lots of times over and over again, but that tube's just tucked in, and then it sticks out the bottom over there, and it's an air bubble that holds the water in, and once that air bubble is pushed out, then the rest of the water in that cup can come pouring out until the end of the hose is getting air again, and then it stops coming out. So there's still water left in here because the hose wasn't all the way at the very bottom of the cup. And that is the mystery box, and also called a siphon or a drought stopper.